a lot of stuff. Oh, and I still have more. This isn't even all of it. With that being said, today we are going to start decorating for Christmas. So welcome to part 1 of decorating for Christmas over here at the Hartman household. I'm so excited to get started. I know I started like the last video, I put up the first piece of garland, and we are going to continue today. I think today what I want to focus on is the base layer of Christmas. What I mean by that is we're going to put up like all the garland, all the greenery, the wreaths, things like that, because I want to add to our Christmas decorations. Last year was the first year that I decorated for Christmas, and so I kind of worked with what I had. But now that we've been in our new home, I've already decorated for Christmas here once, I want to switch it up a little bit, and I think my style has evolved when it comes to holiday decor. So let's go ahead and get started breaking into these boxes, seeing what we want to put up today, and go from there. But let the Christmas decorating officially begin. Now, I am one of those that likes to organize before I just start decorating. I like to have a clear idea of like what I'm doing, what I'm working with before I just start putting things up. You know, when you like pack up Christmas decorations, it ends up being a big game of Tetris. Everything just kind of gets thrown into a bin where it fits. I try to keep some organization, but you know how it goes. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do, just kind of get a grasp on what I'm dealing with here and organize this chaos. Alright, so I think I've located everything that I needed for today's video. I'm trying to keep all the like decor stuff packed up since I still need to figure out what I have and what I want to use. But I've located everything that we're going to use here in a minute. Let's start pulling out some garland. So last year, these built-in shelves right here in our main area in our living room were actually one of my favorite areas to decorate because they kind of became our mantle. I ended up putting garland here, I decorated the shelves as well, and I hung our stockings, and it ended up being so cute. And last year we had a full house. I mean, it was me, Sawyer, I have stockings for the dogs. We had Sawyer's mom, Karen, his grandma, my mom, and my stepdad. So we had a ton of stockings and it was just adorable. So I'm very excited to see how it turns out this year and what I end up changing. But we're gonna first start by putting up the garland. I feel like that's a good starting point, just kind of a good base layer, you know? That's today's goal. Get a base layer of Christmas down. Okay, that's gonna drive me nuts. The way that I place the garland, they're actually both heading this way, and the way that the lights are strung is how I laid them, like the way they plugged in. So I'm gonna flip them and relight one of the strands. So that way the garland actually goes in towards each other, and I feel like that'll feel right. Right now it doesn't look right. I know that sounds silly and kind of like tedious, but details matter when it comes to decorating, I promise. Question for you.
Yeah.
How the heck do we con my mom into giving us the garland that she has?
Got a traitor.
So here's the story about this garland.
We talked about this last night. I stand by it. I am all for moms being sweet and moms being moms. You got to trade. I'm telling you, if you have something that your mom wants, an elf, something else, some knickknack.
I think I could get her on the elf front.
You just have to have something. Mentally, it has to be something you haven't wanted to give up that she's wanted. Because basically you're saying, you know how you've always wanted this? They'll be like, yeah. Be like, I'm willing to make you a trade.
Yeah, so here's the thing on this garland. I found this garland a few years ago when we started decorating our home in Hawaii for Christmas, and I loved the flocking. And it was like only a 2-year thing over at Target that they had this. So year 2, I was like, I gotta buy backstock in this
I'm
garland.
gonna flock myself.
So, yeah, exactly. So I bought extra, but now that we are in this home, I've used my extra strands and I need more, and my mom has more.
So get her to give it to her. Christy,
Mama,
give up the frosting.
Mama Coop,
Give
I
up
need
the
you.
frosting.
I love decorating my mirror for holidays, if you guys do not know that yet. I'm sure you guys have picked up on that by now. But in Hawaii, our big arch mirror, I'll put a photo of it here, was our mantle. We didn't have an area where I could hang stockings, so I had to get really creative. So I made this beautiful, basically centerpiece, mantle, main focal point. I want to hang garland around our mirror now, and I only have one strand left. So I can kind of do it. I can do like a little moment around the corner, but it's not going to give me the same effect. So Mama Coop, I need you. So everyone send good thoughts and good vibes that I actually have something that Mama Coop wants, and she'll give me the garland. So anyways, long story short, if you guys haven't picked up on it, I'm going to use this piece of garland and try to hang it around my mirror to start giving the effect of the garland. Let's see how it looks. Mama Coop gives it up, it'll look really cool. If not, I may have to come up with something else. Let's see how we do. Almost. Oh, there's so many things so close with this, but so many things still so wrong. I need about 3 or 4 more strands, which Mama Coop has, and there's too many lights, but I only had 1 strand that was really long. So hopefully Mama Coop pulls through, fingers crossed, and then I can do this properly. So I'm gonna call her here once I'm done today and say, Mom, I will buy you a new Christmas elf for your strands of garland. Oh, moving on. So all garland has been hung, and it looks so good and festive in here. Oh, there's something about the garland that just like warms my heart. Oh, I love this garland so much. To be honest, I was really tempted this year to repurchase all of my garland and kind of go with more of like what's on trend, like that very classic, traditional, just greenery garland. I love that look. I think it looks really nice and elegant and sophisticated, which I've been trying to lean more into when it comes to my decor. Being that we are in Florida where we don't have snow, I really liked the flocked greenery. It just kind of reminds me of being home in Utah for Christmas. As you can see, I kept it, I hung it. Maybe in a few years I will revamp it and try something different. But until then, we have my flocked garland. All right, anyways, let's hang some stockings. I'm gonna hang stockings from this wood ledge again. We don't have as many people this year, so it won't be as many, but it'll still be very cute and look very pretty. So I'm just gonna use command hooks and place them along the edge and hang our stockings. So pretty much the base layer of the living room is now done with like all the garland and the stockings. I have a ton of decorations like trees and stems and like some of these little guys and like little signs that I am going to put up, but I also want to revamp some of that like I mentioned. So once I see like the base layer done today, I feel like I can go online and start adding to my Christmas collection, because pretty much all of this decor came from our Hawaii house, so everything is pretty much bought for certain areas in that home. So now I want to start elevating and switching out and mixing up some of the decor, and just, you know, it's fun to buy new and add to your collection. So we're gonna do that here soon. Lots to do, but super fun. Now I have this beautiful cranberry garland, and I usually put this up in our kitchen above the cabinets. It was so pretty in our Hawaii home, and I actually put this up above our cabinets here last year, but to be honest, it didn't have the same effect. So I have a different idea with this. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I want to go play around with it. I was staring at the area. I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, that might work, and it might be really pretty. So let's go play. So here's my idea. I am either contemplating putting this beautiful red cranberry garland and kind of leaving it throughout the chandelier, which I think would be very pretty. Or I was thinking of hanging some of the garland from the curtain rods above these windows. Both would be pretty, and depending, I may have enough to do both. I think I might do, because I think it'll be easier, is just kind of hang a few from the curtain rods and see how we like it, and then if not, we'll mess with the chandelier. But I think it could be pretty, and I think it could work. You will find that I'm very into cranberries. I think it's very elegant and like the perfect pop of red without being like a cheesy red Christmas decor item. So let's see what this looks like draped above the curtain rod. I don't want it to look cheesy or like too sporadic. I want it to look right, you know? So let's test it out. That might work. Let's do the other one and see how we like it. Over there, it just kind of like went away, like kind of fell into the tops of the cabinets. This feels very like organic and kind of, I don't know, cozy Christmas. Let's put up the other one. Okay, I want you to share your thoughts. Do we like the cranberry up on the curtain rods, or should I find another spot for it? I kind of think it looks really nice. I think it's kind of giving me like Crate and Barrel holiday catalog vibes, which I'm into. I actually want to say last year I thought of this, but we didn't have our curtain rods up yet. So very happy I got to kind of execute this. Yeah, they look really good. So next I'm going to hang up all of the wreaths. These are the two wreaths that go in the kitchen. These two wreaths are for the front door, and I want to say the back door. And what's kind of funny is I remember I got these last year and I remember loving the wreaths. Well, I don't love them anymore. Like, I remember them being different. And I actually remember I kind of panic bought. I didn't have a wreath for the front door, and I was like, well, I need to put up something. And I went to Home Goods and found these, but I'm not in love with them. So I'm gonna add that to my list for when I am out. I'm thinking I actually might find something that's more just cranberries. I actually remember seeing one at Home Goods that was just like a huge frosted cranberry wreath, and I was like, I think I have that. And I do, and a mini version for the kitchen. But I thought I had bought a large one. So I might need to go back to Home Goods and find that. I just feel like we can do better than this. There's nothing wrong with it, but I want more, you know? I want more out of it, but it's a start. So this wreath actually matches the garland throughout the house. I bought it with the same collection, so I still am really obsessed with this one. I think the only thing I may change is the ribbon. That's a ribbon that I've decorated with since I started decorating for Christmas in Hawaii. I think I may switch it out to something a little bit more, I don't know, in style or up to date, like that velvet ribbon that everyone's doing. And I feel like it just might give it like a little bit more of like an elevated look, a little bit more sophisticated, you know. I feel like that's the easiest way to update your decor. You don't have to buy new decor. You can just add new trends to it, like the bells, the velvet ribbon, you know, things like that. All right, I'm gonna get off the sink. Oh my gosh, did I almost fall? Woo! Could have been bad. Could have been bad. So I feel like we're getting somewhere, and I'm very happy with the progress that I was able to make today. It's amazing how exhausting it is to get like that base done, just like all the garland. I kind of feel like that's the hardest part, is getting everything to stay. Going in with the decorations is like the fun and easy part, like all the little trees and the mailboxes and the little signs. So that'll be really fun for part 2. But what's interesting is I've already created 2 bins of things that no longer inspire me, or things that no longer go with the look that I want. So I'm gonna see if Karen wants any of that stuff. I think the last thing I want to do today is set up our Christmas tree. Now we normally do a real Christmas tree, but it is too early to put one up. So I'm gonna set up my faux Christmas tree. Plus it's like flocked and it's really pretty and it's already pre-lit. So it's really easy just to set up, plug in, and be done. I'm sure we'll put up a real Christmas tree, but we normally don't go buy one till after Thanksgiving. So the tree is in this bin. So I'm gonna pull it out, but in here I also have like all the gift wrapping, wrapping paper, gift bags, you name it, it's in here. So I'm gonna get a little bit more organized, move the bins that I don't need over there, move all the gift wrap into this empty bin, and then we'll set up the tree. That'll be fun. Oh, so exciting. Gift wrapping is all organized. I'm just gonna go put this in the guest room and it can live there for the holiday season. It's a lot of gift bags. A little tip that I've learned throughout the years is save your gift bags. I'm specific when it comes to gift wrapping, and I like kind of everything to have a theme or all go together. So I'm the person when people are like unwrapping gifts, I'm like, all right, toss me your bag. And then I just reuse them year after year. All right, gift wrapping. Mr. Pants, I think it's time that we set up this tree. You ready? Let's do it, big boy. Hey, buddy. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to move your bed, is that okay? Can it go over here? Let's put it right here. Is that a good spot for now? So I had forgotten that the last time I used this tree was in Hawaii, and my mom and I had saran wrapped it, like our life depended on it. It was wrapped so tight that it literally just took me 10 minutes to cut through it all, so that way I didn't cut a cord or a branch or anything like that. But whew, I was determined to get it here, and the only way to do it was to make it as small as possible. So I think we're ready now to finally put together the Christmas tree. We have made it. That should do it for now. Maple, is this yours? Is that your frizz? Very pretty. All right, should we plug it in? Oh, this is exciting. I'm so happy with how everything turned out today. The tree works. That was a 50-50 chance with it being in the pod for as long as it was, traveling overseas from Hawaii. Now, one thing I did forget was how messy flocking is. It felt like it was snowing, so I'm definitely gonna need to shower tonight, but whew. Well, I would consider that a very successful part 1 of decorating for Christmas. I can't believe how many years I've been decorating for Christmas on YouTube, and every year is so different. This one feels like a perfect example of that. This time I really wanted to mix it up, so I'm very happy I decided to do it this year in 2 parts. So that way in my next video, when we are out Christmas decor shopping, I know what I want to look for, as well as kind of like update, and I don't know, I wanna add a few things and mix it up a little bit. So thank you for joining me in another video. Sorry, got my
A little drained.
I got a little winded, and then all I started barking.
Let's do it together.
Alright, Sarah's gonna do it with me because I just got very
moral
winded.
support.
But thank you guys for joining me in another Christmas Decorate with me. I'm always happy to have you guys here. But that is it. I'll see you guys in the next one when we go shopping for Christmas decor. That'll be fun. What are you eating? Are you eating cranberries? Don't eat cranberries. Oh, Maple.